It's 1 minute till showtime.
Good evening, folks, and a hearty welcome to our drive-in theater. We have a wonderful evening's entertainment lined up for you, one that will provide several hours of pleasurable relaxation and diversion for you and your family. Did you fail to dress up for tonight's show? No tie, an old shirt and slacks, a house dress? Well, don't give it a thought. We're glad you came as you are. We just want you to enjoy yourselves. Don't forget to visit our refreshment center during the intermission or any time. You love the tasty array of snacks we have to offer. So will the youngsters. Everything is quality and so good. We hope you'll make this a weekly visit. Bring the family. Bring your friends. There are always wonderful new pictures to see, delightful snacks to nibble, a gay, pleasant evening for all. Oh, a word of caution. Don't drive over 10 miles an hour in the theater area for your safety's sake. And Mom or Pop, go with the kids when they leave the car. We hope you have a wonderful time. And now, on with the show.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. My name is Jim. This is More Sunshine, Please, the Tuesday evening live stream. I do this every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's just a hangout. We play games and stuff. We just have fun hanging out. Coming up on today's show, I've got nothing to eat. I've got no coffee to drink. We will play our game. I do have a top 15 list. But before we do anything, right now, I'm going to celebrate the first 3 people I see at the top of the chat or whatever. I guess there's been a lot of refreshing of things. Anyway, let's do this. Let's send out some Olympic medals. That was rough. I think that computer needs a restart. Anyway, here we go to the comments. I'm almost there. There we go. Today's gold medal winner. It's Joey's World. Francisco with the silver. How about that? And today's bronze medal goes to Paul Eichenlau. Congratulations. You've made your countries proud. When was that, by the way? I did see earlier when I called up this live stream and could see a little bit of the chat. I think it was Mary Ellen that said another, what's the word? Not restart. Whatever. You know what I mean. So that may have happened more than once? A jump, maybe, is what she said. Anyway, this, our gold medal winning submission into the chat, was at 6 a.m. Impressive. Our silver medal submission wasn't until 9:14 this morning. And then Paul, just before lunchtime, at 11:49 a.m. today. How about that? Well, you called it. There was not another jump after that. And then Mr. Fulton Mraz. Today is Hannah Montana's 20th anniversary. How about that? I'll be honest, that's after my time. But wow, 20 years. Okay. Yeah. All right, moving on. Arjons was here at 5 o'clock. Mark Langenkamp also, right, a minute after. How about that? Thanks for playing. Thanks for trying. It just wasn't your week, I guess. Oh, there's Francisco's back. Hello, Francisco. Here we go. This is what I saw earlier. Mary Ellen, how are you? Mary Ellen has a fantastic live stream of her own on Wednesdays, 24 hours from right now. Fun and games. Nobody gets hurt. Tim's often there. Hello, Tim. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Michelle the Quilter, hello to you and your family. Debbie Thunert, hello. Good to see you. There's Jason. How are you doing? Happy Tuesday. And hey, there's Ben listening while driving. Listen to that. All right. There's the Disney Nerd Herders. Charlie, Stacy, family. All right. Scrolling. Paul's back. And Gloria. Hello, Gloria. Good evening to you. And hey, there's Mark from PTV's live stream. I recognize you. Hello. Thanks for hanging out with us. Who else is here? And am I caught up? Maybe. Gloria. Oh, there's John. Hello, John. Surf Bumps here. Cowabunga, indeed. All right. I'm almost there. I think I'm caught up. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not that I'm not prepared for today's live stream, but I have nothing to try, no food to try this week, and I have no coffee to drink. That doesn't mean I don't have the More Sunshine Please coffee mug. It's full of water, I know, but provided to me from Sherry and the good folks at Pepper Tree Villa. So here we go. Even water tastes 38% better in that thing. So a bit different. No food or coffee. I'm not sure I have enough material to last an hour, but I'm going to do my best. I thought we'd start out this show by talking about a couple of things that I've seen on TV and movies, TV and movie news, which I don't often do, or I've done it before. But, oh, wait a minute. What's this? Rachel had her baby. If you've been watching Mary Ellen's live stream, she had a contest to see who could come closest into calling when Rachel Fithian would have her baby. And I assume somebody won. I don't think it was me, but that's okay. But that's great news. I hope she's doing well. And Paul, don't I know it? Actually, I'll talk just a little bit about that in a few minutes. What was I? Okay. Oh, that's right. TV and movie news. I grew up watching Saturday Night Live, and it's been on in this country since 1975. So almost my whole life. And I still enjoy it. I still look forward to it. I still like it. It's very easy for people to say it's not funny anymore. It hasn't been funny since the 70s. That's not true. I would argue that there have been, I know people have a reverence for the original cast, but I would argue that there have been plenty of other casts that have been better since. And I think that the current cast and current show is fine. They still make some funny stuff. Is it all funny? No, it never has been. It's an institution. It's a show that I told you I grew up with it. Well, now they have a Saturday Night Live, an official spin-off that is based in the UK. And they had their first show this past Saturday. And it airs live on Sky TV in the UK, but we can watch it here in this country on Hulu the next day. And they post some clips on YouTube. Those were the first things I saw. Tina Fey, Saturday Night Live veteran, was the very first host. And you can see the cast there in the picture under Tina Fey there. And I watched the show, and it's set up just like the New York Saturday Night Live. Starts with a cold open, as they say. Instead of saying live from New York, it's Saturday Night Live. They said live from London, it's Saturday night. And those guys were just as psyched to say it as the people here are. There was a monologue, and then sketches, phony commercials, musical guest. The musical guest was a British band, rock band called Wet Leg, and I'm a bit familiar with them. But the sketch, overall, the show got positive reviews, and I watched the whole thing, and they did really well. I guess, and they made light of this on the show itself during the monologue, that it is a very British thing to wish for others' failure. And so this British version of this U.S. show had some naysayers and people hoping it would fail, but it did get generally positive reviews. I watched it and liked it. There were some funny things in there. There were also some things I didn't get. Some references I didn't get. Not a lot, but some. Near the end of the show, there was a guy, one of the cast members' names, and it was the name of the segment. It was 45 seconds with whatever that guy's name is. I don't remember. And he was singing a silly song, and it was called something like, "What kind of Irish is your granddad?" And so he did like 3 different Irish accents of what different Irish granddads would say. And I didn't get it. I mean, it was, I'm sure it was, the crowd was laughing. Those in the audience appreciated it. But that's just an example of something I didn't, went over my head. I didn't get it. But Tina Fey at the beginning, she said, "I'm going to stay out of everybody's way. I'm just here to kind of for guidance and support." And I think it's an hour and a half long, just like the U.S. version. And their second episode will air this Saturday. Jamie Dornan, I think that's his name, is going to be the host. And then the third show, Riz Ahmed, British comedian, will be the host. Anyway, it's off to a pretty good start. And I hope they do really well. I hope it's better than the U.S. version. I hope they knock it out of the park. So that was fun to see. Oh, I'll show you. I got here is one of the sketches. Another thing I didn't totally get. This was a sketch called David Attenborough's Last Supper. And there was a table full of 10 people, and one of the cast members played host David Attenborough, who I'm slightly familiar with, who is a documentarian in the UK. His brother played the owner of Jurassic Park, Richard Attenborough. Anyway, David Attenborough hosts nature shows and whatnot, among other things, I'm sure. I'm not that familiar with him. Anyway, the premise of this sketch was he brought back a bunch of deceased famous Britons using his brother's Jurassic Park technology. And at the table, you can see Tina Fey on the right. She played Agatha Christie. And there was a cast member there on the left, and he played Princess Di. And he got big laughs. And there were other people at the table. I didn't know who they were. Winston Churchill was there. I know who that is. Freddie Mercury was another one. I know who that is. But there were some of the others I did not know who they were. And I'm sure it was amusing to the UK audience. But that's one of the sketches that's on YouTube. This is the end of the show where the cast and musical guest and host, they gather to say goodbye, and they hug each other as the credits roll. On the very right is British talk show host Graham Norton, who made a cameo there. There was another Nikolai Coughlin, who is an Irish actress. She had a cameo during the monologue. She plays in a show called Dairy Girls. There is a... could you hear that? We have thunder going on here. I hope I don't lose power. If I do, now you know why, because there's an electrical storm going on. Donna, season's greetings to you. Our Johns, welcome back. What was I saying? Oh, Saturday Night Live. Thumbs up. I hope they continue doing well. It's the first official Saturday Night Live spin-off. After 50 years, they have a spin-off. Next, let's go to movies. And perhaps you are familiar with... I didn't know this till a couple days ago. There is going to be, in July, a live-action Moana. Here's a poster, a teaser poster for the live-action Moana. And that's the young actress playing Moana. And as you may or may not have guessed, Dwayne Johnson, who voiced Maui in the animated Moana, will be playing Maui in the live action. And I saw the trailer, and man, a lot of it looks shot for shot recreated from the animated movie. And I don't know if the whole movie is like that, but that'd be kind of neat. More of the cast. Let me show you who they are. The young The young actress playing Moana. Her name is Catherine Laga'ai. I don't think I'm saying that right. She's Australian. That's her on the left. Maui, again, played by Dwayne Johnson. The father of Moana is played by actor John Tui, who is from New Zealand. You see him there. Moana's mother is played by actress Frankie Adams, also from New Zealand, and you can see her there as well. And on the very right is the actress that will be playing Grandma. Her name is Rena Owen, also from New Zealand. You might be asking yourself, why do they keep remaking Disney animated movies into these live-action movies? Are people asking for this? And I think they are. If they weren't, I mean, they're asking for it by way of box office success of other live-action remakes. Beauty and the Beast, for example. The Lion King. That wasn't live action, but you know what I'm saying. It's The Jungle Book. Aladdin. A lot of these are making big money. So why wouldn't Disney continue making these things? If it's... A couple of these live action movies have made over $1 billion. So why wouldn't you make more? And this one, I like Moana. We've seen that movie here a lot. We've watched it a lot. The music is great. The story's fun. The characters are cool. So I think this one will do well. We'll see. I don't know what else to say about that, but I've only seen the trailer one time, and then I saw that it's going to be released in July, I guess. I had no idea. I have not been following Disney movie news. I had no idea this was in the works. I'm sure to many of you this was not breaking news, but it kind of was to me. Well, What are you going to do? All right. Let's move to sports because somebody mentioned it. I think Paul mentioned it. Oh, I don't remember which. Nope. That's not one. Nope. That's not right. Nope. There we go.
World Series bound and picking up steam. Go get 'em, Tigers.
My Detroit Tigers.
There'll be joy in Tiger Town. We'll sing you songs.
We'll be playing opening day in
where it belongs.
San Diego.
We're all behind our baseball team. Go get 'em. Detroit Tigers. Go get 'em, Tigers.
Oh, that is the long version. I didn't mean to play that. Okay, I was waiting for the song to end. It should have ended like 20 seconds ago. Sorry. Opening day, Tarek Skubal, of course, will be the starter. But they start on the West Coast in San Diego. Then I think they travel up to Los Angeles. And then they play their home opener, I think April 3rd against the Cardinals. So, yeah, baseball. Baseball begins. I went to 2 spring training games. That was a lot of fun. That was awesome. But, yeah, that's happening so soon. It used to start in April, and now it's starting in March. Well into March, by the way. The season just keeps starting sooner. Spring training started in February. Okay, what else was on here? No, there. Oh, okay. Here we go. March Madness. I don't follow basketball that much, but it's worth mentioning that the Michigan men's basketball team made the Sweet 16. They'll be playing Alabama on Friday at 7:35. I believe they're favored. They are the number 1 seed in that bracket, so what are you going to do? But it's not just the men. The women's team also made the Sweet 16. They'll be playing Louisville soon. I don't know when. But, yeah, a lot going on there. So, again, I don't watch much basketball. And during March Madness, I try to watch the last 30 seconds of the game. Because that's usually the best part. And I just wanted to play my music hits here. No Florida State happenings. Their baseball team started strong. We don't have to do that. I don't have. Okay. So what's going on here? All right, let's take our first intermission. When we come back, 7:23. I'm doing well without food or coffee. Let's take our first intermission. When we come back, we'll play our game. Does that sound good? Well, whether it does or not, that's what we're doing. All right, I will be right back in 1 minute. Hit that snack bar.
When Ohio's first drive-in theater opened in 1939, Ohio Steak and Barbecue was already in business, serving their fine Temp-Taste brand meats. Today, you can still enjoy their fine Temp-Taste brand products at the concession stand. That's right. In addition to soft drinks, popcorn, and candy, you can also enjoy hot dogs, hamburgers, French fries, and Temp-Taste barbecue. So, no matter what you've got a taste for, we've got it at the concession stand. And now, during intermission, is the time to enjoy it. Our tender, flavorful hamburgers with golden brown, crispy French fries is an old American treat. Or try our juicy hot dogs that are cooked with infrared heat, so the flavor is never boiled or steamed out. Temp-Taste Barbecue is an all-time favorite. Tasty morsels of beef, bubbling in a tomatoey sauce. Now that's real eating. From Temp-Taste, since 1937.
Since 1937, but I have to imagine it's no longer serving. I don't know. Anyway, let's play our game. All right, everybody. This is the game where we are shown 5 pictures. We have to guess in which each picture was taken. The closer we are to the correct answer, the more points we get. We'll be shown 5 pictures. Please put your guesses in the chat. We've been doing fairly well recently. some big scores. I think we had 4,500 points last week. Let's keep it up. Okay. When I opened up Chrono Photo, this is the very first picture that came up. I saw that it was in color, so I kept it. And I did look at it for a little bit to try to gauge, maybe speed things up here. So I will zoom in on some things. Please put your guesses in the chat. Dean, live place, Dean. Welcome in. Okay, let's go to it. It is some sort of musical performance. I'll just go to the band here. And at first, when I first saw it, I saw this guy, the singer, with a microphone and his bell bottoms, and I thought, oh, is this like 60s? But I don't think it is. Because the guitar player, or one of the guitar players, does not look like a hippie. He doesn't look like he's from the 1960s. Rather, he looks kind of new wave, if you're asking me. And as I looked closer at the crowd didn't look 1960s to me. And I'll show you one crowd member in particular, which kind of gave me an idea of when this may have taken place. I don't know who this band is. I don't know if they're famous. I doubt it. But I don't know every band. Who knows? But again, let's just zooming in on the crowd. We got some smokers, so it's not that recent, but yeah, this does not look like a 1960s picture to me. Let me show you the crowd member I saw that I'm basing my guess on. Take a look at this lady with could be a trench coat. And that hair. I bring these items up. Her hair is an item. I bring this up because I saw her and she reminded me of Julie Christie's character in the movie Heaven Can Wait, which I saw many times as a kid because it was on cable over and over and over again. Not that it's not a great movie. Frankly, I don't ever need to see it again. But that lady in this picture reminds me of Julie Christie. And if she took inspiration from Julie Christie in the movie, if she based her look on Julie Christie's look, I've got to think this picture was taken sometime around the time of that movie. That movie was released in the late 70s, I think 1978. So I'm going to guess 78 or 79, maybe 79. Like she had time to watch the movie and then decide, I'm going to base my look on Julie Christie. Now, I'm probably nowhere near the ballpark. Like, I'm not correct about this at all. She probably has never seen Heaven Can Wait. But I have, and that's what I'm basing my guess on. And late 70s, early 80s would explain this guy's look. The short haircut, colorful tie, purple shirt. He's got baggy pants as well. I kind of lean more 70s than 80s because of the pants as well. We get into the 80s and pant legs started to get more narrow and more narrow as the 80s went on. So I don't know. I think maybe this is still the 70s, and I'm going to say 1979. That is my guess. I turn to the chat now and see what you guys have to say. Please put your guesses in here. Who had the first guess? Donna says 1970. Mark says 72. We have a 73. Do I hear 74? Kathy Hollister, welcome in. Thanks for joining us. I don't see any cell phones. Good call. Is it a Partridge Family knockoff? Also plausible. Yes? At least the singer. 1969. We have a 71. 75. So most of you think this is earlier than I think. Except Paul says 85, which is later than I think. I can't get a gauge on you guys. 78. I'm kidding. Oh, Nick in Virginia, welcome in. And what a fantastic guess, because it's the same guess I had. 1979. We have a 75 from Debbie. 78. 78. Okay. Are we thinking 78 then? And Tim's too tired. Then let us do the guessing for you. Or put in a crazy, slap-happy, tired guess. That might be fun too. Okay. Couple of 79s, me and Nick, but more 78s. I might go with that. All right, where's my mouse? Here we go. I'm gonna put this on 197. What did I say? 78, and then hit this button. Survey says, ooh, 1982. It was the 80s. Did anybody say 82? We have an 85, but I think. Oh, Tim did say 81. Dang, Mr. Tired, you were the closest one. All right. Great guess. We have 708 points. Not bad. Later than I thought. All right, let's go to our next picture. We've got this. Okay. All right, we have some children with a bike. And a kid in the corner that's dressed like Buster Keaton? Silent movie star Buster Keaton. All right, no automobiles. There is horse poop on the street. And a horse. At least I'm hoping that's horse poop. What else? Where are we? What are the signs? Is this a German village? I can't quite make out anything. Pels, Warren. Oh, I see the word special. Oh, well. A barrel hanging above a door. How about these guys? Oh, is that the basket that Marion is in Raiders of the Lost Ark? And they're stealing her again? Was that scene based on this photograph? No, probably not. What's in the background? Just more those mountains back there beyond the buildings? Hard to tell. All right, young Buster Keaton, no cars, horse poop. My guess, 1910. I don't really have a good grasp on this one, but that's my guess, 1910. And I'm going to leave that zoomed out while I go to the chat. Keith, did I say hi to Keith? Hello, Keith. Where's my mouse? There we go. I think I just clicked the... Oh, no. Be right with you. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Our first guess. Oh, going way back. All right. Donna, I think you have the first guess again. 1901, 1904, 1900, 1902, 1908, another 02. All right, we got two of those. 1910. 07, says Tim, who was the MVP last picture. 1916, 15, 14, 1912, 1905, couple of those. Are all of these guesses different except the 1902 guess? I'm not opposed to 1902. Let's do it. 1902. Here we go. Oh, by the way, we can guess anywhere from the years 1900 to 2025. That's the range in which we can guess. And 1902 fits in there nicely. Survey says, ooh, 1903. Holy moly, we are one off. Did anybody say 1903? Quickly? We had an 04, we had an 02. Great guessing. I don't know. Oh, well. Okay, back here. Next round. Picture 3. Whoa. I mean, this lady in the front's trying to pose, but she cannot be comfortable. I mean, she's laying on top of a razor-sharp rock. She has to stretch to put her feet on the next rock. She's not comfortable. I know she's smiling, but it's all for the picture. All right, this is a busy beach. I would hate to be there. I might be forced onto the rocks too. Is this somewhere in the Northeast? Is this Atlantic City or what else? Is this Coney Island? I'm not really that familiar with how those places look. We're just zooming in. A lot of people noticing that there's somebody with a camera. And we're at a time where the guys aren't wearing well, certainly shirts to swim in, but we have seen photos in this game of men in very early swimsuits where they are covering their top as well as their bottom. You know what I mean? Like a onesie or like a wrestling unitard or something. Not these guys. So it has become acceptable for men in this picture to be topless, as it were. Now, let me just zoom in here before I zoom in on the buildings, which I'm curious about. But this lady's swimsuit here in the middle, that reminds me of the one pinup gal that was on the bomber planes in World War II, and I cannot think of her name. You know who I'm talking about. But that style swimsuit. So this could be late 30s, early 40s. If what is her name? Oh well. Kathy says Betty Hutton. That's not what I was thinking of, but you're probably right, and I'm wrong. I don't know. Let's zoom in on the buildings just to see. Stock Baths has prime real estate on the beach here. Doris? No, I want to say Betty. Betty Grable, is that it? Is that who I'm thinking of? I don't know. Dan D. Floor Polish. I can read that. All right. Well, welcome to Moe's. Oh, this beach. It's making me anxious. Just get me out of here. That is human stew. Oh, also, it looks like this guy's wearing a baseball cap. When did that become a thing outside of baseball players wearing them? Well, early on, wasn't it? Again, all of my information is from movies, period piece movies. Back to Raiders of the Lost Ark, Jock, the pilot, didn't he have a baseball cap, and didn't that take place in the 1930s? Ben's home. Welcome home, Ben. Okay, let me zoom out, and then I turn to the chat to see. Yeah, she's not comfortable. Okay, I'll leave that there. Back to my second computer to go back to the guesses. All right, let's see. Okay, 1902. I think Donna has our first guess again. 1944. 57, maybe. 50. Bathing suit screams 1940s. I was kind of thinking that. Arjan says 54. We have a 46. 38. 34. 37. 45. 39. 35. Everybody's guessing a different year. Right? $45. This Michelle says this is Coney Island. Thank you for the info. Good to know. We have a 55, 43. Oh, Kathy says, I'm Jim, you're right. Betty Grable. I am not often right, but I got to give myself USA! Okay, let me guess. There were a couple of 1945s in the guesses, and I'm cool with that. Perhaps these swimsuits took off after the war or near the end of the war. I guess it would be near the end of the war. I'm just going to guess 1945 and hit this button. Submit. Ooh, uh-oh. 54. Hang on. Debbie said 55. That's a great guess. Did anybody say 54? I've got to change my mouse back to this. Okay, here we go. Anybody with a 54, 45, couple of... Oh! Arjan's. Arjan said 1954. All right. I'm looking at you for the next picture. All right. We have, after 3 pictures, holy cow, we still have 2 pictures, 2,028 points. Not great, but we've done worse. Next picture. This looks very familiar. We've had this one recently, and I don't remember what the year was. And I don't like that. I feel Chronophoto's teasing us. Like, oh yeah? I'm going to give you this picture again. And I can't refresh it because then it resets our game, doesn't it? I don't want to reset our game. I don't want this picture again. You know, I'm going to skip. I'm not going to skip it, but whatever Arjan says is what I'm going to guess. So, Richard, what do you think? Let me zoom in for you. These are the guys, kind of look like they might be French police. They're looking for guys stealing loaves of bread so they could put them on a chain gang. Come on, Les Mis. Excessive punishment. People are hurting. All right. Let's see. Still waiting for Richard to put in his guess. I will listen to nobody else. I see Donna put in 1915. Ben says 39. Debbie says 1916. 41. Is that de Gaulle? I don't know. I don't think it is. Was he just patrolling this? I assume this is some sort of market or store. Or is this the Louvre? Wait a minute. Is this the museum? I'm a dumb dummy. Maybe it is de Gaulle. 1922, 47, 22. Well, 1922. Let's do that. I don't care how wrong you are, Richard. I'm kidding. Survey says, holy moly, 1923. I'm going to give you a sound for that one. Thank you. You are the MVP today. We are up to 2,952 points with one picture to go. We can't get 4,000 points, but we can come darn close. Okay. This is fun. Another swimsuit picture. What's going on, Chrono Photo? All right. I'm getting The Graduate vibes when Ben was at the pool. But, and this was, of course, before my time. I'm guessing 1950s. It is a color photograph. It doesn't look like it's been colorized. This may be a legit color photograph. What's on the table? What are they snacking on? Oh, they went to the concession stand. Wherever they are, they certainly have a concession stand. Or they have some sort of food service because they all have the same Dixie Riddle mug. Or Dixie cup. Tiny burgers. Sliders, if you will. Oh, we still have thunder going on here. Though we still have power. And this young lady in the foreground here has that same swimsuit on that Betty Grable had. And so does this lady over here in the salmon-colored swimsuit. Sunglasses. Smart. What else is going on here? Well, now there's a two-piece swimsuit there. I'm going to stick with 1950s. When? I don't know. Right in the middle. 55. That's my guess, but please put your guesses in the chat. I'm going to leave it right there. And I will be going to look at your guesses. All right. Where's my mouse? There it is. All right. I'm guessing Donna has our first guess again. It's hard to tell where the previous picture stopped and this picture. Do I see Rob Fuzz in the house? Hey, Rob. Okay, let's see. I don't know when the... Okay, Keith, I think, has our first guess. 1967. Mark says 38. May have been talking about the previous picture. Debbie says 54. We have a 59, 68, 65, 57. Another 57. 62, 74, 59, 55, 61. Tim says 57. That's 3 of those. Michelle guesses 1970. I guessed 55. 3 of you said 57. I think I'll go 57. I like that. I'm cool with that. Okay. Scrolling down. What did I say? 57. Survey says 54. You know what? Not bad. Not bad. 777 more points. Who said 54? I don't know. But you know who you are. We ended up with 3,729 points. As always. I just have fun playing with this game with you guys. And I hope you do too. Thank you for your submissions. And my phone's going nuts here. We'll play again next week. I have another intermission here. It's a coming attraction. At one time it was a coming attraction. It came and went attraction is what this is. And when we come back, I have a top 15 list. And I think I'm ending my series of top 15 lists about trademarked things. But I find it interesting, so I'm going to keep doing it. All right. Be back right after this.
Walt Disney Productions' 24-karat comedy, $1 Million Duck. The fun begins when science professor Dooley inherits a radiated dropout duck named Charlie, who flunks every lab test in the book.
Oh, come on, Dooley. Get that stupid duck out of here.
Then discovers the dingy duck lays gold eggs.
You're looking at a believer.
Now feathers fly. When Katie spills the beans. Jimmy wants his duck.
Charlie!
Dooley wants his $1 million. Katie wants her happy home.
Why you hit my husband?
Fred wants his share. Hooper wants his evidence.
Anything happened back there?
And internal revenuers want them all. Never before has there been such a hilarious gold rush of motion picture entertainment for everyone. It's a wild, improbable, funny story about a get-rich duck with Dean Jones, Sandy Duncan, Tony Roberts, Joe Flynn, James Gregory, and Charlie in Walt Disney Productions' 24-karat comedy, $1 Million Duck.
Debbie said 1954. That is a fantastic guess. Way to go. And thank you, those of you congratulating her, so I could see it. Okay, as I said before the break, doing a top 15 list about trademark things. This list, I'm going to go through it quick. It's already 7:53. These are former trademarks that have been what they call genericized, meaning they were names of products that turned into the generic name for those items. You'll see what I mean. Let me get going right here. These are no longer trademarked things. That they have become the generic terms for particular items. The first one, linoleum. Probably the first product name to become a generic term. Originally coined by Frederick Walton, he established the Linoleum Manufacturing Company Limited in 1864. 1864? But apparently never trademarked the term. That fact came to light when he was facing competitors in court in the late 1870s. By that time, the generalization had already happened. Too late, Frederick Walton. Linoleum became a generic term. Number 14, trampoline. I had no idea. The first modern trampoline was built in 1936 and comes from the Spanish for diving board, which is trampoline, which is just like this, but without the E. And the I sounds like an E. You know what I mean? The term for the trampoline, before it was actually trampoline, was the rebound tumbler. Trampoline's better. It's unclear when it lost its trademark, but anyone can now sell a trampoline. Oh, good night, Tim. Three. Number 13, aspirin. I may have talked about this on a different list. I'm here to talk about it again. The Bayer company, German company, Bayer aspirin. You know what I'm talking about. This was their term for, I'm going to do my best, acetylsalicylic acid. They called it aspirin. It's a trademark name in about 80 countries, including Canada and many countries in Europe, but declared generic in the United States. In 1917, many of Bayer's U.S. assets were confiscated as a result of World War I, including its patents and trademarks. Aspirin, although it's still a trademark in many places around the world. Number 12, thermos. The thermos first hit the market in 1904 for commercial use, named by a Munich resident who suggested thermos from the Greek therme, for heat. Thermos has referred generically to vacuum-insulated containers in the U.S. since 1963. It remains a trademark in much of the rest of the world, though. So again, in the United States, it's no longer trademarked, but in many parts of the world, it still is. There was just, I don't know how many of you play the New York Times games like Wordle and Connections, but there's one called Strands. And sometime last week, there was a Strands where this was the theme. These things are no longer trademarked. And I had planned on doing this list before that, so kind of fun. Number 11, cellophane. Cellophane is a thin, transparent sheet made of regenerated cellulose. Its low permeability to air, oils, bacteria, and liquid water makes it useful for food packaging. It is compostable and biodegradable. Patented in 1912, it has since become genericized in the U.S., though still trademarked elsewhere. Again, plastic wrap isn't cellophane, by the way. Plastic wrap is polyvinyl chloride. Number 10, teleprompter. This is the device that people on television use to look into the camera yet still read their script. I think I've shown one on my show before at some point. Anyway, the word teleprompter with internal capitalization, so the P in teleprompter is capitalized, and so is the T, the second T in the word. Anyway, it originated in the 1950s as a trade name used by the Teleprompter Corporation for their television prompting apparatus, but it's now the generic term for such an apparatus. Number 9, dry ice, which is a solid form of carbon dioxide. It was trademarked by the Dry Ice Corporation of America in 1925, though it lost its trademark in 1932. So you had 17 strong years there, Dry Ice Corporation of America. Number 8, air fryer. Trademark owned by Philips in various jurisdictions, but invalidated in the United States due to its being merely a descriptive term and withdrawn in the European Union. So air fryer is generic everywhere, I guess. Number 7, laundromat. Corn laundry shop. Coin laundry shop. Westinghouse trademark, registered in the U.S. in the 1940s. It was originally an automatic washing machine, but then became the laundromat as we know as a room full of those things. But the trademark has expired. Number 6, escalator. Originally a trademark of Otis Elevator Company, it was a registered trademark until 1950. Otis lost the trademark when the U.S. Patent Office ruled that even Otis had used escalator as a generic descriptive term in its own patents. It was officially genericized. So Otis screwed up their own trademark. Number 5, kerosene, no longer trademarked. A clear, flammable liquid derived from coal and something else. Originally coined around 1852 by Canadian geologist and physicist Abraham Gessner, and now referring to the general term for any similar form of lamp fuel. Number 4, I never thought that this was a trademark term ever, but it is. Heroin. Heroin was also trademarked by Bayer. Remember the aspirin people in Germany? Heroin was also stripped from Bayer in 1917. The drug derived from morphine was named trademarked by the company in 1898. And the word heroin was based on the German word meaning heroic or strong. Number 3, zipper. This was part of the Strands game in the New York Times game. I remember that. It was first registered as a trademark in 1925 by B.F. Goodrich for overshoes with fasteners. The company sued to protect the trademark in 1930, but only got to keep the rights to zipper boots, not to zipper, as zipper had entered the common lexicon by then as a generic term. Number 2 on the list of no longer trademarked names because they become generic terms, yo-yo, trademarked in the U.S. in 1932 by entrepreneur Donald F. Duncan Yo-Yos. His company lost a case brought by a competitor in 1965 when a federal appeals court ruled that the trademark was improperly registered and therefore invalid. So that could still be a trademark if they had crossed their T's and dotted their I's. Anyway. And number 1, we started the list at number 15 with linoleum, which may have been the first product name to become a generic term. And this may be one of the more recent ones. Number 1 is App Store. Apple sued Amazon in 2011, claiming consumers could be confused by its App Store for Amazon, but then abandoned the trademark and the lawsuit in 2013. So they just let it slide. Anyway, that's the top 15 list, and that's the live stream. I want to thank everybody, new and old, for being here. I hope you join me again next week. Hopefully I'll have something to eat and some coffee to drink. But we'll play our game again. I'll have another top 15 list. And, it'll be the show right before Easter, won't it? How about that? All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I will see you around the YouTube chats. Until then, good night.
And now, folks, it's time to say good night. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.